Well, good morning, y'all. As you can tell, this is a completely different setting than we were yesterday. This is a really great stay compared to last night. But today we are off to Busch Gardens Williamsburg, but I gotta say, I was out within seconds of hitting the pillow last night. Not just because we were walking Lord knows how many miles, I'll put that count down here. But yeah, it was really nice. Just check this out. All right, I hit the hay on this cloud right here. It was great. The lights are fancy. Everything is fancy. It's too bougie for us.
We've never done anything this bougie.
Yeah, us Ohio people. This is too ritzy. This is too nice. Just look at this weird looking shower. It was so nice. It was so weird but so cool. Ooh. This is too bougie for us. Very fancy, even coffee, unlimited coffees and electrolyte waters. But awesome job to Hotel Zena. Check this out. Even the guest cards are wooden. Again, too bougie, too nice for us Ohio people. So 2 thumbs up and multiple stars. Great job to Hotel Zena. It was amazing. You will be sleeping on a cloud. And it is very rare that I say that for hotel beds.
And valet. It was our first time with valet.
It was valet too. It was great. So 2 thumbs up, 5 stars, all that good stuff. But yeah, we're getting ready to hit the road for Busch Gardens Williamsburg. So we're gonna spend a day there, then stay a night down in Richmond, I think, and then go to King's Dominion for Saturday, Sunday. Come back home on Memorial Day. We'll see how that is, but let's go ahead and hit the park.
Here.
Again, shout out to Hotel Zena. Y'all did great. We have officially arrived at Busch Gardens Williamsburg. We're so excited for what the day holds. I will say a huge shout out to the amazing lady working the ticket booth. You're really nice and were able to help us all get through the line, even with all the crazy school buses and things like that. So thank you. You're awesome. We have no idea where we're going, but hey, we'll find out. At least we see some country flags here. So Busch Gardens. This is the first time we've been to Busch Gardens. We've been to SeaWorld Orlando. I personally wasn't too impressed, but I've heard nothing but good things about this park. So I'm so excited to see it. And it looks like it's just a beautiful, like, nature trail. And I heard this has won many awards for how beautiful this park is. So I'm excited to see it for myself. We're literally in the middle of the garden, so that makes sense. Welcome to the world's most beautiful theme park. There we go. And we're also here today for the grand opening of Big Bad Wolf, Wolf's Revenge. So let's enter into the world's most beautiful park. Okay, y'all, this feels like we're in the middle of Tennessee. Just beautiful. Let's enter into Busch Gardens. It is also the 50th anniversary of the park, and we're going to be celebrating King's Dominions as well. Well, we finally made it through tickets and getting our passes and everything. This is beautiful. Well, who knows what we'll capture today. My phone is acting extremely weird, but we are off to Dark Coaster and Big Bad Wolf's Revenge. As cool as this looks, we are definitely not hitting this up today. First, because it's closed, and secondly, it's a water ride. We ain't about water rides. So move it along. Alright everybody, I'm starting to pick up on a trend here with SeaWorld parks. Seems like they do not like signage at all. So right now we have no idea where we're at. For a park that's a beautiful park, make some beautiful signs. Just saying. And I think we're not going the right way. We are at the Roman Rapids and we are at a halt trying to get to Dark Coaster. Take two. We are going to attempt to go through this section, try to get back to Germany Oktoberfest. Right now, I think we're getting somewhere. Italy.
Wait, the boat goes like that.
And it's funny because a friend of ours at our church, he's actually our worship leader now. He performed here for a few seasons as a teen and like young adult. So it'll be interesting to see if they have anything for the 50th with his picture on it. Although they need beautiful signs, I will say everything else is beautiful. Theming is on par. Okay, y'all, this is the one coaster I've been dying to ride here, and it is down, so I'm pretty upset about it, but we got the rest of this park to enjoy, including Dark Coaster, which we need to get to. We've also got this awesome coaster. Can't wait to ride Nessie later. Alright, we are here in, I guess, Oktoberfest. So, I guess this way to the coasters? This way? Here's a little show.
Und well, sehr ist ihr Bell, so it's time for the story time, yeah? Welcome in everyone, welcome to...
And we are finally at Dark Coaster. This looks so cool. If the ride is actually as good as the facade, we're in for a treat. That is awesome. So we just rode Dart Coaster. It was unique, it was different. Is it my favorite ride? Or will probably be my favorite ride? No, but it's different.
Yeah, I liked it. Like you said, it was something different that we don't have at home. So it was like thrilling and fun. I liked the seat and like how you sit in it, I think is pretty fun. So it was good.
Yeah, theming is really neat. That's the whole park in general, neat theming, but probably not my favorite coaster here. But I think we're in Germantown. We're trying to look for Big Bad Wolf and something to eat, so yeah. Final verdict, cheese sticks for the win, pizza. Oh my goodness, I'm a pizza connoisseur and that was nasty. Welcome to the house. Okay, so the Fest House kind of has like a storybook feel to it. Pretty cool. And I will say the 50th merch is pretty cool. Got a wide variety of neat designs. I think each section of the park has a different era or theme, so we'll have to keep an eye out for it. Now we are off to capture the Big Bad Wolf, Lord willing. So cool. Y'all, this is really cool. I'm excited to catch a ride on it here in just a few minutes. 50-minute wait. Can't wait. And unlike other coasters here, you will have to get a walker for Big Bad Wolf. And here's the price and ticket information. Okay, so it looks like they've got a new trend going. So if it's a new ride, no bins. So we're off to Busch Gardens Walkers by Revolton. Yeah. So apparently they do have signs in the worst places. Off the Dart Coaster again because Revolton's out of lockers. Yay! All I gotta say is Big Bad Wolf better be worth it. This is some Cedar Fair stuff right here, man. Or Six Flags. Glad we rode Dart Coaster when we did. 55 minutes now. Alright, take 2 on Big Bad Wolf. Wolf's Revenge. Let's see how this goes. All right, so we just did Big Bad Wolf's Revenge. That was a pretty good family coaster.
Yeah.
I think it's coming, but
Yeah.
but it was so much fun. A good family coaster. I will say this is a little bit better than Dragonflyer at Dollywood. It is a lot more themed and just felt more faster and more intense than Dragonflyer. So I think this is, well, you've done Woodstock's Air Rail, but what'd you think of this family invert?
Oh, I thought it was really fun. I've never ridden Dragonflyer, but it was just like, I mean, it was probably more my speed, honestly, than like a Banshee or something, so I loved it.
Yeah, it's really neat. It's one I wouldn't wait 2-3 hours for. Maybe an hour, maybe, depends, but definitely anything half an hour and below, we'd ride it. So, good addition. So we just checked out the merch, which is really awesome. We'll show you guys later, but we're off to Invader, the park's only wooden roller coaster. So it should be interesting. So we are completely lost since there's no signage here, but I think we're gonna head over to Loch Ness Monster and give that a shot. This looks really cool. I will say well done, Busch Gardens, for this entrance here to the ride. Or pathway to the ride. No, we are not riding Loch Ness Monster. I guess the search is on, not for Loch Ness Monster, but for Invader. Oh, at least they got the Barnstorm Swinger. That's a plus.
We thought we were over it, Jay.
But I don't know where Invader is. I don't know where this or that is. They desperately need signs here. If anything, theme them. Blend them in. This ain't cool. Thankfully we have fast queue or quick queue, whatever it's called, for Finnegan's Flyers. So we're gonna go ahead and ride that. Love a good barn swinger. Sink, swinging, scream and swing. Whatever it is, decide to ride it. Well, Finnegan's Flyers is pretty fun. Probably my favorite scream and swing that we've been on. We've obviously done Dollywood, Silver Dollar, and Cedar Point, but that one was just scenically beautiful and just very nice. So perfect weather for it today as well. So again, we're on the look for Invader and Griffin's back there, but I don't know where we're going.
It's actually our oldest bald eagle here. He's estimated to be in his late 40s, early 50s. He no longer lives out here with these guys because he is actually fully blind. So he can't really see enough to get around with all these obstacles. So he does live in a habitat behind the scenes where we don't move his stuff so he can get around. And he pretty much has to get fed his speed. So you pretty much have to be like, versus Abigail's like, I just open my mouth, pour it in my mouth. So he pretty much lives in the back. If he was a human, he'd be like in his hundreds. So he lives in the back right now. But his stuff is actually quite fascinating because he was illegally shot over 30 years, 40 years ago. And he was already an adult when he was shot. So that's why we estimate him to be in his late 40s, early 50s.
I mean, it was well dried at this point. It had been.
It's like I'm done.
Oh, there's two wolves.
Okay, we got a little distracted with animals, but we're on our way to find a coaster. Which coaster? We do not know. We're gonna find it and ride it. Bonjour, we have made it to France. We don't know what's in here, but it looks pretty cool. There's a cupcake. We have found Griffin, so we're gonna now find the entrance to Griffin and then give it a ride. So we just rode Griffin, and there's some rides where I'm like, oh, I'm feared for my life, like out of fun, scared. This, I was actually scared for my life and Kinsey's life because ours didn't lock. Our seats did not lock. We felt something was wrong. They did not lock. Mine did halfway through, and that almost crushed me. Kinsey's didn't lock at all. So I don't know what the heck's going on here, but it's an interesting day at Busch Gardens. And I had the same issue on Kraken at SeaWorld Orlando, so I don't know what's going on. But great ride. Now we're off to Vader. And it should be interesting. I heard it's like Mystic Timbers at GCI, so should be good. And we're not doing Invader, but are heading to Alpengeist. Hopefully that's a good one. I always love a good Inver. Off to Alpengeist for their big summer blowout. Okay, Alpengeist did it for me. That definitely is a good ride to ride after what we did with Griffin, but this is probably my favorite ride here so far.
Yeah, me too. I'm not a huge Banshee girl, but like, that was fun. I liked it. I'm not a huge invert fan.
Yeah.
That was my favorite so far too.
Yeah, and this has to be my favorite invert. I love inverts. They're one of my favorite types of coasters. This is up there with Banshee, and we were riding with some other enthusiasts, and they were saying this is one of the best inverts out there. So 2 thumbs up, 5 stars, all that good stuff for Alpengeist. I will say this as well if I didn't say it already, but the theming on Alpengeist is really good. It makes me want a summer blowout. So yeah, this is really neat theming over here. Okay, why do I feel like I'm in a fairy tale? Why do I expect like little Hansel and Gretel or somebody to keep walking out? This is kind of funny, but pretty cool. All right, take 2 on Nessie. Let's hope she's running when we get up to the loading station. Okay, Loch Ness Monster. It reminds me why I hated Vortex.
I liked it. I like just like the character in this ride. I think it's so cool. I rode it once. I'll probably only ride it once. My butt definitely flew out of the seat a couple times, but it was fun.
Yeah, that's a one and done for me. The theme was on par, I'll say that. But I hate Vortex.
Yeah, do you guys want to stand in front? Two scouts. Single stitch. Linen. Now they have to use. Yep.
Lennon and Nessie.
Linen. Sign your names.
After being in the Clydesdales and taking a quick trip on the train, we are at Pantheon. So excited to ride this. Okay, y'all, this looks pretty cool. Can't wait to ride it. Y'all, that was insane. Okay, move over Alpengeist because this is probably my favorite ride here. Pantheon was amazing.
I've been looking forward to this all day. I knew this would be our favorite. It was like exceeded my expectations. It was so good. I want to ride it again.
Yeah, I think this is one that I don't care how long the line is, it's worth the wait. So, 2 thumbs up, all that stuff is awesome. And conveniently enough, Tempesto is right next door to Pantheon, so we're gonna go ahead and give that a ride, hopefully. Okay, y'all, so I rode Tempesto solo. Kinsey thinks she couldn't handle it, and I don't blame her. That was insane, but so much fun. It's a very short ride, but it's very thrilling, and there's a lot of crazy moments on that ride, so that's a win for me too. And just around the corner from both of those coasters is Apollo's Chariot. Looks like a Diamondback to me, but it'll be fun. Alright, that is better than Diamondback. And that's all I can say about it. It's better than Diamondback.
It was fun. For being so old, I think it's like one of the oldest coasters here. It was really fun.
I've noticed this side of the park has the more safer coasters.
Yeah, we should have started on this side. I feel like our day would have just started off on a really good note.
Yeah, the other side of the park was not safe. Longer waits and not feeling.
This has been really fun.
Yeah. So we just grabbed some frozen ice at Rita's. Kids got custard thing.
Cotton candy.
Cotton candy. I got lemonade, and I also got a brain freeze. So I don't know what we're gonna do next. So we'll see in a few seconds. Now off to the Forest of Fun with Elmo.
Welcome to Elmo's Fun Forest with Sesame Street and friends.
I feel you, bro. I feel you. Now on a ride on the sky ride gondola thing. Decided to see the park from a different view. be going in between some coasters. No round three. Excuse me, no round three, but it was a lot of fun. And they got the little 50th logo on them. Super cool. We got dinner and a show. We will be back for you for Bolton. We will. So be open when we come back. Please be back for Bolton. Please come back from your sleeping slumber maintenance. And to wrap up our day here at Busch Gardens Williamsburg, we're gonna get another ride, Lord willing. And I say Lord willing, fingers crossed, on Pantheon. Let's go ahead and see if we're able to get on. Alright, so it says 15 minutes. Heck yeah, we're getting on it. We're gonna run to it actually. Making sure it's 15 minutes. Pantheon at night is a must. And that does it for our day here at Busch Gardens Williamsburg. And tomorrow we'll be heading off to King's Dominion for the very first time, see how it compares to its sister park, Kings Island. So we're looking forward to that. But thank you all for joining us, and we will see you tomorrow.